Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Butch and you have reached Before It's Too Late Outdoor Adventures. And we are on another adventure. Right behind me, there is a trout stream. And we're going to try to take advantage of it the best we can. Just rolled up here. Well, let me turn you around and I'll get back with you. All right, like I was saying, I just rolled up here. I did stop and pick up some firewood. In the entrance to this county property up there, or county park, I guess it is, there's a guy that sells firewood, $5 a bundle. Best deal in the territory. Well, I stopped and got 2 bundles. Unfortunately, when I threw that last bundle on top up there, 2 mice ran out of it and ran right in the back of my van. So now we're going to have a rat killing. Got a yard full of cats at home and not a one of them with me. Got a pretty good little fire pit here. I think this is the site I'm going to stay at. Still some wood smoldering in there, so apparently somebody cleared out of here today. But anyway, see if I can creep over here and show you the trout stream. I got to get set up. I got to do all kind of stuff. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to lie, I hadn't been feeling the best lately for about a week. But we're going to make the best of it. And believe it or not, there are trout in there. Or there always has been. There's a couple of better spots on up the creek up there that most likely I'll end up walking to. Unless somebody go ahead and send me an e-bike, then I could bike to all the fishing holes. But I don't really see that happening anytime soon. But we're going to try it anyway. Even if we don't catch no fish, we are going to enjoy ourselves. Because everybody knows I got tuna fish in the van. All right, guys, let me get you cut off and I'm going to get set up here. All right. We have finally got somewhat of a camp set up. Before I set anything up, I went over and tried fishing, and I had just bought me a brand new rooster tail. Made about 10 casts, and it's hung up over there in a tree if you need one. I don't know how you'll get to it, but I don't have it anymore. Got me a fire going. Got to pick something for supper. Not sure. I got some leftover chicken wings and some leftover brisket from a fish fry yesterday. Yeah, I know, chicken wings and brisket don't sound like a fish fry, does it? But there was tons of catfish too. Hush puppies, not hush puppies. We had jalapeno poppers, onion rings, french fries, deviled eggs. It was quite the soiree. But I did bring some of the brisket and chicken wings out here with me. So, appreciate that, Eric, for supplying supper tonight. Well, it'll either be tonight or tomorrow night, depending on what I cook. But I'm going to get off of here and get stirred around and get this fire going a little better so I can stay halfway warm. All right, guys. It's probably 5 o'clock. I'm inside the van with the heater going because I have been freezing to death all day. I just can't get warm. I stood out there by the fire forever and it just wasn't working. So I got the diesel heater turned up, I don't know, probably on about medium. And update on the rat situation. One of them got out. I saw him run out the door and saw him haul ass. I was standing in here a while ago doing something, and I turned around, and the other one was standing on my bed looking at me like wasn't nothing going on. Just like, what's up, buddy? Well, only thing I could find since I was over here, I slid that drawer open, and I got this. We had the biggest knife fight you ever seen with a mouse. I managed to hit him a couple of times, but he did get over in behind between the door and the bed, or I hope he went between the door and the bed and not in the bed. I knocked him a couple of flips, but I don't think he was hurt too bad. But maybe he'll think twice about getting back on my bed. Now I got to sleep with that bastard all night, or I'm going to know he's in here. I know that. And every time something touches me, it's going to I'm going to come unglued up in here. But anyway, I got to figure out something simple to do for supper. I had big plans, but I'm not feeling it. I'm just going to heat up maybe some ramen noodles with a little bit of that brisket chopped up in it, which I was going to make tacos out of that because I do have, hopefully he's not in my pantry. I do have some, what are they? White corn tortillas. And I've got some beans with sweet corn. They're smokehouse, southern smokehouse black beans. They have corn and ancho chilies in them. And I was going to take that and some brisket and some cheese and salsa and make me some tacos. But I'm just not feeling it. So whatever it is, it's going to be quick and easy. And I don't know what to do about the mouse. I know what I started to do, but I don't need no bullet holes in my van. We already had one gunfire incident in here with the heater and the 22 shell. I didn't need to cut loose on him, I guess. But I don't know, unless the mouse comes back, we're probably going to wrap it up for tonight. I'm just, I don't know. I got to try to get warm. And it should be plenty warm in here. Yeah, according to my thermometer, it's almost 70 in here. But I just can't shake this chill. So, tell you what I'll do, guys. Tomorrow's got to be a better day. And if the mouse don't come back in here, or if he doesn't wake me up or disturb me, if I hear him munching on my Cheetos in there, I know something's up. But I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's about 20 to 6 in the morning. I ended up going to bed about 6:30 last night. I mean, shut off all the lights and literally went to sleep. Never saw the mouse again. I don't know what he did while I was sleeping, but I haven't seen him. Got up, made coffee. Just sitting in here enjoying this diesel heater. I don't know. I think I burned through like 3/4 of a tank of diesel. Normally, I don't run it all night. I mean, I run it till it gets warm in here, and then once I get in that bed, I can shut it off because I got enough covers. I stay warm. But I let it go all night last night. Uh, got up, like I said, made coffee, and to kill time while I'm waiting on daylight, because I'm too lazy to go out and light a lantern, I guess. I've been making some fire starters. What I use are these cotton makeup pads. And man, it's just simple. You just put some Vaseline on there. And the amount of Vaseline, I don't know. I guess more Vaseline the better, really. But me being the cheap fellow I am, I just kind of cover it and then make me a little cookie out of it. And it's easy as that. And what I usually do is just sit down at the kitchen table, because these things come 100 to a pack. Then you just get them at the dollar store, premium cotton rounds, but you have to make sure they're 100% pure cotton. These come 80 to a pack. Normally, when I get a new pack, I'll just sit at the table and do them all at once and be done with it. But I've been lazy lately, and I've just been doing them as I get ready to start a fire, which, if you're in a van or something where you got all your stuff in one spot, that ain't bad. But if you were going to take them on a backpacking trip or canoe trip or whatever, you probably really want to have something made up ahead of time so you don't have to carry everything with you. But that's what we're doing. As soon as it starts cracking daylight and I get brave, I'll get my coat on and or the rest of my clothes in my coat, and I'll go out and start a fire. But in the meantime, I'm going to drink my coffee and mess with this, and I will see you guys out by the fire. All right, folks, it's game on. I was sitting in here messing with those fire starters, then I started cleaning everything up. Happened to look over here where I have some honey sauce and butter spread and all that from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Look at that package right there. He's already started eating on it. He had to do that last night in the middle of the night. So, he's fixing to go see Jesus. as soon as I see him. All right, guys, we got us a fire going. Got my lantern lit, and after I got it lit and got the fire put out, it's got a bad mantle on it. Well, actually, one of the mantles had a hole in it, and the other one, it is just barely hanging on by a thread. So as soon as I can shut that off, I'll let it cool off. I've got more mantles in there somewhere. All I have to do is find them. It's like everything else. I know I got it. It's just what I do with it. But we're going to sit around this fire, let daylight break. Then we're going to see about cooking breakfast. All right. We got us some Hungry Jack hash browns. We got us a can of this, well, I opened it upside down. Anyway, it's corned beef. Thanks, Becky. And, of course, some cheese and some eggs. But what we're going to do is get these hash browns on. As soon as we decide what burner we're going to use. Come on. Well, can't light one burner and turn the other one on. Got to be smarter than the equipment you're working with. And today it ain't really working out for me. A little bit of oil in here, but that corned beef does have some grease in it. I think I'm going to season all this up with some of that Slap Your Mama. Should be good. Can't hurt, right? Oh, it is a beautiful day, except for it's cloudy. We don't have any sun, which I don't need sun, I guess. I do have my generator, but we don't even have to run it. I've got a couple of days worth of battery left in there, I believe. Tell you what, if you find these at the dollar store, they're like $1 a box. And you just rehydrate them. It doesn't take any time to do it. But I saw some yesterday at Walmart. They were like $1.70. Well, you know, I'm gonna have to go with the dollar store. Save that, put my eggshells in it. Now, not really sure if I ought to let the hash browns cook a little bit or go ahead and put the corned beef in there. What do you guys think? Just get it in there and don't worry about it. All right, that's what I'm going to do then. Ta-da! If that won't clog an artery. Huh. Should have brought a towel, huh? I think we'll let that heat up a little bit and then chop it up. All right, guys. Don't ever worry about the skillet. All right, I'm going to cut you off here. We're going to get this done. I'm just going to do up the hash browns and corned beef. Then throw a couple of eggs in there and scramble them up in it, I guess, and then top it with cheese. Can't go wrong. The American way. All right, guys, I turned you back on here because I know how hard it is to get quality YouTube content of people frying eggs. But I did opt to do these in a separate skillet because whoever used my other skillet last didn't season it up properly before they put it away. When I find out who it was, I'm going to have a talk with them. Well, talk to myself a lot anyway, so there you go. Consider it done. Had to break out the old vintage Tupperware salt and pepper shakers. Yeah, this thing was kind of sticking a little bit. Oh, it's getting right now though. I take back everything I said to myself. Back in the skillet. Yeah. I think it's time to throw some cheese on these and let them sit. Kind of smooth it out a little bit. I had my skillet hot a while ago, and while I was messing around with the camera, it got too hot, so I slid it off the burner. Now it's too cold, so, but they're cooking. Let's make this happen. What do we got? Mexican style blend. Well, I'll tell you what, as cold as my fingers are right now, it's a little hard to get a grip on this stuff. Well, thought I was going to have to call one of the kids to open it. I'm going to save half of that because if I don't get too lazy today, I might need some of that for supper. Go ahead and cut that off. Could go ahead and flip those, I suppose. Well, maybe. Well, they're not scrambled. That's a start. All right, guys. Shut you off here and then finish this up. Then we'll get this day started in a big way. All right, guys. I didn't take you with me because I didn't have very high expectations. But I did go down there and manage to wrangle two. Well, they're covered in leaves and grass, but you get the idea anyway. They're not going to live long. Like I say, I left after breakfast, went down there just messing around and tried a spinner yesterday. Well, I told you about losing it in the tree. So today I tied a small hook on with some salmon eggs and got these two. And man, you could see them swimming and they were bumping those salmon eggs. They just wasn't biting. I don't know what it was. So came back up here, grabbed a gulp minnow, little bitty gulp minnow, went down there and they were all over it, but they wouldn't touch it. I mean, they were all checking it out. Then I tried a Panther Martin spinner. That didn't work. So trout fishing's over for today. I'm going to get these two cleaned up and get them in the refrigerator. Then we'll see. I don't know. If I go back, I'll take you with me. Instead of last time. All right, guys. This is our last night here. Sitting out here by the fire, just, I don't know, enjoying ourselves. At least we caught a couple of trout today. Other than that, not very much going on. I did go fishing one more time, and I'm glad I didn't take you with me. It made me look bad. Well, it's because I'm not a trout fisherman. I didn't bring the best bait anyway. Well, my best bait's still over in the tree, I guess. Kind of got everything tore down, ready to go in the morning. I've got to get home and get this video on the internet, and you're not going to do it here. I did send a message to the wife and to Blaine on satellite, doing the satellite messenger on the iPhone, and that works. So that's a bonus. I think we're going to go in the van, fix us some supper, and call it a night. Then in the morning, there may or may not be breakfast. Depends on what time I wake up. If I do like last night and wake up at 3:30 in the morning, or this morning, we'll probably do breakfast. Just wait on the traffic rush, and then we'll head home after them. Let everybody get to work that's headed there, because if they get behind me, they're going to be mad. All right, guys. let's get in the van and try to get some supper going. All right. For once, it looks like I made a good decision. No sooner than I finished that last clip and I got up from that picnic table and came over and started getting my phone and microphones, it started raining. I had no clue it was going to rain. I mean, it's been cloudy pretty much all day, but it didn't look like it was really going to rain. But I mean, as soon as I ended it and got up from the picnic table, here it came. So, bonus. I got it right for once. All right, let's get some supper started. All right, folks, it is hard to film in here. My lighting is terrible, which I probably could have put another light back there. I have some Southwest Smokehouse black beans, and I know you can't see it because the light's behind me, but it has corn and ancho chilies in it. So, probably what we need to do is light the stove. I think that's how every good recipe begins. And we're going to put these in the pot if we can get them open. That is going to be tasty, people. That is going to be real tasty. And to go with that, I have some chopped up brisket that I brought home from my buddy Eric's last night, or night before last, I guess now. I don't remember. A day or two ago. No, actually it was a day ago. But we're going to stir that in there. Let it get good and heated. Oh yeah, that's going to be great. Or the consistency is going to be great for what I'm looking for. Then we got some white corn tortillas. Best you can get for nearly nothing at Walmart. Or no, dollar store, Clover Valley. White corn tortillas. Then we have some shredded cheese and salsa in there. So let me get this heated up, and I'll get back with you when we get ready to plate this up, or at least cook the tortillas or heat them up. They're cooked. All right, guys, I think the battery finally went dead in my clicker from my camera. We have got the meat and beans and corn and whatever else is in there, ancho chilies, heated up, and hopefully that pan is hot enough to do these tortillas. Hopefully. I see smoke. Something's happening. Oh yeah, it's hot. And I'm not a big fan of the corn tortillas, or, well, I say I'm not. But if you go to the right Mexican place and get a taco and a corn tortilla, or a white corn tortilla especially, not the hard crunchy ones like you get in a box, but they're pretty damn good. And I have noticed the shadier the place looks, the better the food is. Keep that in mind. Yeah, maybe I didn't have it hot enough. I don't know. We'll see. Bear with me. We're going to be here a minute. Not real long. It is starting to blister. And I think that's what you're looking for. Oh, yeah. Come on, little buddy. Yeah, when they start blistering up like that, I think you're on the road to success. Oh, yeah. Got a little brown. That's hot. So I'm going to turn it up a hair more. Sorry, guys. I probably should have waited, but I can always edit some of it out. Then again, some of y'all may be familiar with my editing skills. They ain't that great. Tell you what, while we're waiting on that to do what it do, no, I ain't gonna do that. I started building on the skillet, but I know what'll happen. It'll be bad. Oh yeah. But while we do this, let's get another one on there, because I know one ain't gonna be enough. Get us some goodness on here. And these are little shells, so we're not going to get carried away. My hand's a little big to get in there. Put this little cheese on there. A little bit of thick and crunchy salsa. Once again, I think it's the best you can get at the dollar store. All right, round one. Oh yeah. I am not going to put these up yet because I don't think this is going to be the last of them. I think I may be here a while. You may never know it, but I will. I'll give you a shot of this one. Once again, that's brisket and the Serious Bean Company black beans with corn and ancho chilies and a little cheese and salsa. All right, guys, we're going to keep making them until we fall asleep, and we will see you later. All right, guys, the knife fight is over. That little fella couldn't stand it. He was still working on that thing of, I don't know, butter spread. I was outside standing by the fire. When I came back in, he was sitting there and had it drug out and was just eating it. So I eased my hand in. Well, he might not be done for you. I don't want to watch this. Probably not good for YouTube. But anyway, the old Prebill fillet knife took care of it. All right, everybody, we have got the van warmed up, got everything cleaned up outside, packed up in here, and we are headed to the house. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. That helps. Any little bit of interaction I can get helps. I do try to answer all the comments, so let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.